Welcome learners to another session, e-learning session, and today's topic is Introduction to CSS. So before we start with this, I just want to tell that this is a continuation of our previous session, that was the Introduction to HTML, and that's how even this session has been designed. So it has been designed keeping in mind that you have a basic understanding of HTML. So just in case if you have not watched the previous sessions, I will recommend that go back and see our previous session of HTML. And also a lot of examples of what we will take up here is again continuation from the previous session, so that will help. So coming to CSS. So CSS has been introduced with the HTML version 4, and it was a very big change from its previous versions of web development. So we will go through them one by one. Just to summarize the course, we have again break this session into three major sessions. One is all about the introduction, what is CSS, how to use it, what is the syntax. We will see some basic styling. Then we will go to little more detailed layouts, like how we can use it to have create a modern website where we don't rely much on tables and other things. And then in the last we will look at some advanced concepts of CSS. So going forward, what is CSS? So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So if you notice that this is actually an acronym for three terms: cascading, style, and sheets. So let's talk about style first. Till now, whatever you have watched in our previous sessions about HTML, so HTML was actually designed to represent a document, not to design it. The original intention behind HTML was not to design a page, it was to represent a page. So it has all the tags like ankle H, say H1, H2, ankle P, or say ankle input. So all these tags were meant to define a page, like this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is a list. We had tags like ankle li, that this is a list item. So it was just to define a page, and then browsers used to render them or show them at their own convenience. So that's why a single page shown in Mozilla or Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome or Safari can have some minor to subtle variations. Like few places it has very minor variations like fonts, they don't use the exactly same font, and many places they have big variations. For example, list items, they can have very big differences in the margins and other kind of things. So the problem with that is the developer didn't had much of a control over the look and feel of the page. So then more advanced tags were introduced, like font. So with tags like font, you can set the font style, set the font color. You have a full control over the font of that particular section. And then we have tags like table, which were actually heavily abused by the developer to lay out the entire page. So initially the table was intended to show small rows and columns for the tabular kind of data. But then developers started using table to design their entire page. So what they used to do, they used to create a big table, create a heading, then they used to divide. So all this layouting developers used to do with tables. So yes, everything can be done, but it comes with the cost of maintainability. That when you do this kind of things, like for every place you have to put font, every place you have to put table, a lot of extra work was needed. Not only at the time of creation, also at the time of later modifications. Say today you use a particular font with particular set of colors, and say you have around 100 pages, and each page may contain say 50 paragraphs, and you can go in every paragraph and say ankle font equal to Arial, font equal to Arial, font equal to Arial. And tomorrow your client says,